Good evening. We welcome you to a very special episode because tonight we will be joined by none other than the Ravena siblings, Kiefer, Thirdy, and Dani Ravena. My name is Paulo de Rosario, and welcome to The Game. In the landscape of Philippine sports, there are numerous families with first and second generation athletes. But a select few have the distinction to call themselves a family of champions. From the UAAP courts, the shaded lanes of the PBA, and all the way to the international stage, this trio has quite the padded resume in experience, and they're just getting started. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight we have a treat because we have not one, not two, but three. That's right, three of the Ravenas in the house. Welcome to the game, Kiefer, Thirdy, and Dani Ravena.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, thanks for having me.
Hi guys.
Okay.
Hi Pao. How are you?
Hi, Pao.
I'm good. I'm sure you all know each other very well, so I'm not going to waste time introducing to each one of you. So, unang-una, let's go to the first and most recent headline. That is, congratulations, Thirdy, multi-year contract with the San-En NeoPhoenix in the Japanese B-League. As a family, nag-celebrate ba kayo, Thirdy? I mean, nag-fiesta ba kayo via Zoom? How was it?
Well, actually, they're saving it. I'm actually going to be home by the end of the month, and I just had to do quarantine, and then, yeah, we can go back to celebrating. So, iniipon muna namin yung celebration for when I get there.
What's the first thing you're gonna eat when you get home, Thirds?
Ako, mahirap eh. Ang dami. Actually, I created a lot of meals, Filipino dishes, pero siguro yung mga luto ni Mama na favorite namin, yung sinigang, yung spaghetti, and yeah, I mean, yun siguro yung pinaka hinihintay ko pagdating ko dyan.
Well, obviously this was a big decision. Keith, nung nalaman mo na magsasign siya for a multi-year deal, did he talk to you before he made that decision? Was there any advice coming from your end?
Wala naman. We talked about it, and of course, him knowing that this could be, what's best for his career. Wala ka naman ng ibang gagawin kundi supportahan eh, diba? So I'm very happy for him. Of course, he gets to treat us when he gets back here.
Ayun.
He just signed it, diba? So that's automatic naman. So we're excited for him to be back, and it's still the start of his journey overseas, and we can't wait again to watch more of his game, more of hopefully more chances of playing for the San-En NeoPhoenix.
Dani, how does it feel knowing that you have a brother also making waves in Japan, of all places, as an import? Inspiring ba yun in terms of from an athlete's perspective, and knowing that he's your brother out there making the whole country proud? How does that feel?
Of course, I feel very proud. Actually, I'm in his room. So I feel like I have to evacuate soon kasi nga uwi na siya. But, Kuya and I, we have this really close bond na parang we don't show affection as much as others, but we know that we got each other. So, ganun kami ni Kuya. We bully each other, but then at the end of the day, I got his back and he has mine. So, I'm just happy na, of course, he's gonna play for another year. And, maybe soon we can go there naman because last year it was hard because during the holidays, he couldn't go home. So that was pretty hard for us and probably harder for him as well. But we'll just enjoy every day na he gets to be back here sa Philippines.
Dani, you don't show affection, pero can you paint us a picture siguro? How do you think it will be when Thirdy finally gets home?
Like handshake, I don't know. But of course we'll hug and all, but siguro asaran muna, yun naman yung na-miss ko about Kuya, and for sure na-miss niya rin ako deep down inside of him. So, di niya aminin, but we all know that.
Okay, so moving on to the other piece of Ravena news out there, and that is, of course, Kiefer. Congratulations, Jordan brand athlete. When I saw that headline, I thought that maybe at this point you are officially more swaggy than Thirdy. How does it feel knowing that the Jordan brand reached out to you, knowing that you're the first Filipino to have this honor?
Very proud. Very proud that I'm part of this family, the Ravena family, and of course the Jordan brand family. This is just a feat that I could just really be super proud of. Also, being the first Filipino to be part of such a prestigious brand. I'm with world class athletes. I'm with Luka, Zion, Jason Tatum, among others, and I just can't wait to start big things and open a lot of doors for other Filipinos, hopefully, to get noticed in the future. So, yun lang siya for me na talagang, after all these years that this has been a dream of mine to be part of, Nike for the past decade or even more. Tapos ngayon, I moved on to Jordan brand and parang start over again. Of course, bago ako dun. So I'm just trying to work my butt off to make everything worth it and, try to prove a lot of people na, they signed me for a reason and, I'm willing to do everything to make that honor worth it.
Well, Thirdy, I'm sure that you knew about this before other people did. Siyempre, kapatid mo siya eh. What was your initial reaction when you heard of it, and then when the news finally came out? How did you feel?
Well, first off, when I found out, I was definitely super proud to call him my brother. And of course, it's very much well-deserved. My brother, I've seen my brother grow up and go through a lot in life, but he still manages to come out strong despite all the challenges. So I've seen him grow as a person, and I'm really proud of not just the family sees that, but the brand sees that, and hopefully the world will soon see that. So yeah, I mean, very happy. I know he's gonna hook me up with a lot of shoes, so I'm just waiting on that.
Yeah, I had a feeling that would be brought up on live TV. Danny, between your brothers, one a Jordan athlete and the other a Japanese fashion icon, sa palagay mo ba sino yung mas may street cred between the two?
Oh, I think naman Kuya deserves all the fashion genes because he has it all. I mean, I think he got it from my dad na super into fashion yan on his own terms. But Kuya, I think my fashion sense really came from street style, which I got from Kuya. But I know naman Manong also has his own. He's more of a preppy, casual look, the boy next door. But si Kuya kasi siya yung would really study different designers, brands, and he will really like look up. And then I really get inspired also because Kuya, I think, also sees fashion as an art form, which I think it is. So, I really look up to his fashion sense.
Grabe. I mean, like, I remember when he started dressing up more in his last years in college. I remember thinking that would take over social media, and it did. Thirdy, looking at yung ginagawa ni Dani ngayon, she is now trying to keep in shape, keep fit, especially during a time wherein yung liga niya hasn't really been playing. Knowing what she's doing in terms of trying to stay ready at all times, how does that make you feel knowing that you and Kiefer are finding ways to still do your jobs?
Well, now definitely it's very hard for Danny. We all know that kasi nga hindi stable. She doesn't have a timeline on when new AP will start, and it's very indefinite as of now. So hopefully ma-motivate lang siya. I mean, with whatever we're doing here, sana may makuha siya and she gets inspiration and motivation from that. And we're always here naman as brothers, as family para kay Danny. So alam namin si Danny as she's driven and she will work when she wants, and she is very capable of excelling by herself without, having the name, having the Ravena tag with her. So we know how strong she is as a person and as an athlete. So yeah, she just has to work, and we're all behind her with whatever she's doing. And yeah, I'm gonna see her soon. So mas masaya kasi we're gonna work out together na.
Well, with all those nice words, Danny will probably leave your room nicely instead of you having to kick her out. Pero Keith, you watch Danny closely because you're basically in the same house. Well, how do you feel when you see her work as hard as she would if a regular season's ongoing? Sorry, Keith, nakamute ka yata.
Well, yung training schedule kasi nila, I think, ibang klase talaga eh. Nagpa-practice sa umaga, o na 5:30, tumatakbo na sila, matatapos sila ng 9, pupunta sila sa school. After school, practice na ulit. So, ganun talaga yung schedule nila, and talagang makikita mo yung sakripisyo ng bawat player. And ngayon, kahit si Danny, she's trying her best. Of course, syempre, medyo mahirap talaga to stay motivated. Parang ilang years na, 2 years na walang nangyayari sa UAAP or sa collegiate level of sports, di ba? So, medyo mahirap talaga, but it's going to take something very special to all the players na hopefully hindi sila mawala ng gana, especially pag may mga playing years pa sila. Kasi, syempre, your college years is really ano na to eh, parang ito na yung pinaka mati-treasure mong mga moments, di ba? Once you turn pro, it's a different world. And now that, she's 2 years or, 2 more years out of, sa playing years niya. So, saglit na lang yun. You'll never know. Tatapos na siya bigla maglaro. So, hopefully, she can continue to strive and work harder and, just be up for whatever. We live in a time of uncertainty talaga. So the best way to really be prepared is to be ready and to continue to really work hard para anytime, di ba? Malay mo, after wala talagang UAP, she can decide to turn pro and, pursue her dream of really being a pro volleyball player. So whatever happens, we're just going to be here to continue to support her.
Danny, I'll let you reply to all of those inspiring words after this short break because we will continue to chat with Manong, Kiefer Ravena, and Kuya Thirdy, and Danny as well about their excitement for the comeback of sports in 2021. Keep it here. You're watching The Game. Welcome back to The Game. Philippine basketball has been continuously showing its resilience in the world of sports, as seen in the PBA and the success of our hoop stars abroad. Trailing just behind is Philippine volleyball, another mainstream sport which has made leaps of development in the past few months. Now with the Olympics pushing through soon and Philippine sports looking to regain its strength in this new normal, the Ravena siblings join us to share their varied experiences in sports today and their outlook as sports continues its return this year. Still with us, Kiefer, Danny, and Thirdy. Danny, before we went to the break, I wanted you to really internalize and figure out kung anong sasabihin mo after hearing all those inspiring words from your brothers. And can you also give us an insight, siguro, about how it is to be a student athlete during this time, Danny?
Of course, I hear those words every day. So hearing that from them now, it's not surprising naman, but I always take it in and I appreciate my brothers kasi nga sila talaga yung, kumbaga, first-hand akong na-inspire, na-motivate because I can, see them every day, their work ethic, how much drive they have, kahit ang dami na nilang na-achieve, they still want to achieve more, and that's very inspiring for me. And now, being a student athlete during this pandemic, it's really difficult. I mean, as a student alone, it's very hard to, kumbaga, we have more time in a sense, but it's difficult to really wake up, focus on just school with everything that's going on around you. It's very hard to disregard that for around 3 to 4 hours every day. But it's the life na I have to live now, that us students you have to live now. So I don't think na parang it should stop me from achieving more, because even as a student, syempre now, I'm still hoping na sana mataas yung grades ko because nga mas nakaka-focus ako with my school since less volleyball. But at the same time, I have to balance my life as an athlete, of course. Staying in shape is probably one of the hardest things to do now. I think my brothers really know na parang I have struggle in doing that, but they just keep me motivated, and that's one thing I really love about this family. We all are very competitive, even with each other, the smallest things. But at the end of the day, it's all from love. It's all from a good place. So, well, I just get that strength to really find motivation and the drive to really continue even with, ayun nga, sabi ni Manong, this time of uncertainty.
Well, grabe yung sakripisyo nyo eh. Each and every one of you sacrificed in different ways. Punta muna tayo kay Keith. Keith, yung PBA bubble, I think might be one of the hardest things an athlete has had to do mentally, physically, emotionally. Gaano ka-importante yung connection nyo with your family, with these two in particular, during that bubble season?
Very important. Syempre, a lot of players really, majority of the players naman in the PBA have their own families, di ba? Syempre, nami-miss nila yung mga anak nila, mga wives. For me, syempre, yung family ko na especially we were struggling during the first part of the season, di ba? Parang ang hirap talaga bumalik sa hotel, tapos pagpangit yung game mo, parang kakausapin mo yung teammates mo, minsan gusto mo lang mapag-isa. Pero it helped naman kasi syempre, yung dad ko kahit papano, he was in the bubble. So I was able to talk to him. We would, frequently see each other, except pag magkalaban kami. So naman, yun yung bonus doon. It wasn't really, I was away from family, but definitely I had someone in the same hotel na alam ko naman na kaya kong takbuhan, makakausap anytime na may gusto akong makwento or mag-vent out lang pag pangit yung laro ko. So, naman, it worked naman very well. We just didn't, play up to par, up to where we wanted to be. And hopefully, sa pagpasok, whether kung bubble man tayo, di ba, or semi-bubble, closed circuit, mas maganda na ipakita namin na mas naghanda kami.
Keith, did that help you understand kung anong pinagdadaanan ni Thirdy? Because he was sort of in the same situation, being away from family, but then in a different country. Did that help you understand kung anong pinagdadaanan niya?
Yeah, most definitely. I've experienced it before myself. I tried to live in the States for a year. Probably half of that I was alone, and it's really hard, no? Siguro si Thirdy din would agree na yun nga, pag pangit laro mo or hindi ka masyado nakalaro, siya pa mahirap kasi na-injure pa siya, di ba? Walang nag-aalaga sa kanya sa ospital, na iba pa rin yung alaga na alam mo may family member ka beside, di ba? Na anytime kaya kang tulungan and anytime pwede mong makausap. So it was a test of true character, and definitely he won that battle. He was able to get back, play the final games of the season, and now I think his motivation is to really just bounce back and this off season to prove a lot of people again why he's going back there and yun, siguro hope for a better finish this time for his team.
Well, speaking about motivation, Thirdy, sabi mo nga, unfinished business that you have to take care of in Japan. Just talk about that motivation that you have to prove everyone that kung healthy ka, it would have been a different story.
Well, I mean, not just healthy. I also think that I wasn't in 100% condition and 100% shape coming into Japan, and I added na yung mga pinagdaanan ko, yung injuries, yung COVID, and my knee injury in the last couple games. Parang hindi ako makabuelo, hindi ako makasimula eh. Pero I mean, the season's done and now I have the chance to prepare and to really show what I can give to the game as a player and to the team as well. So hopefully we stay healthy this summer, and I'm just gonna work my butt off in order to be the best player that I can possibly be, and I'm gonna come with that mentality every single day when I step into that court, and hopefully by the next season talagang mapakita ko na yung laro, and hopefully to represent the Philippines the best way that I can.
You know, we haven't heard a lot about Danny here in this body, but then you know what, that's okay, because after this, we'll mash things up with a little game that we like to call Kiefer or Thirdy, hosted by our very own game master, Thirdy Ravena. Stay tuned, that's after this. Welcome back to the game. Ladies and gentlemen, why don't we mix it up a bit with the Ravena siblings, shall we? Tonight, we will sub in, magtatapat muna ako, the youngest of the trio, Thirdy Ravena, to become our game master in a little game called Kiefer or Thirdy. Here's how it works. Danny will be asking her brothers some questions and they shall answer correspondingly with either Kiefer or Thirdy. Danny, take the wheel.
Thanks, Pao. So now I'll be asking my brothers certain questions, but I know naman na, alam ko na yung mga sagot, so I know when
Okay.
you're lying or if you guys are telling the truth. So for my first question, Russell Westbrook recently surpassed Oscar Robertson for most triple-doubles in NBA history. Who is more likely to set more basketball records, Kiefer or Thirdy? More than basketball records. Championships.
30.
Wala, okay.
No.
Kiefer, sagot mo muna.
Sir.
Si 30 ba? Ako si 30.
No,
feeling si 30.
Who do you think will get it?
Kiefer.
You or Thirdy? Kief ka muna.
30.
30.
30.
You think Kiefer? All right. Okay, very nice to each other. Danny, next
Yeah.
one.
Guys, be honest. I know the answer. I mean, okay, next question. Luka Doncic holds the records for most technical fouls in the NBA this season. Who is more likely to be ejected from games due to technical fouls? Kiefer or Thirdy?
Kief, sino? Ikaw? Thirdy.
Yeah.
Si Kiefer rin.
Me.
Danny, approve ba?
Technical foul.
Wow! Surprise.
I don't think
Feeling
I've
ko
ever
wala.
had it.
Feeling ko ako.
Okay.
Okay, Danny.
So, ito. As the son of the Mozzie Ravena and brothers of course, the one and only, Thirdy Ravena, who is more likely to have a career in volleyball? Kiefer or Thirdy?
Me.
Yeah,
Kiefer,
same.
right?
I tried playing with Kuya. It was pretty hard. I guess he's the most probably he has all the athletic genes, but volleyball is not for you, Kuya. So it's okay.
Can I just say,
Next.
Danny, yung
Yeah.
unang game na na-cover ko na men's volleyball, yung analyst ko si Kiefer. Nalala ko ba yun?
Wow.
Sa Blue Eagle
Yun.
Gym. Oo. Danny, your next question.
Next question. If the Pythagorean theorem is the squared plus b squared equals c squared and the square root of 16 is 4, who is actually a genius in life?
Okay.
Kiefer or Thirdy? Bawal me. I think it's him. But who? Kiefer or Thirdy?
Feeling ko si Thirdy.
30. Bakit? Bakit, Kief?
Ako
Why?
feeling ko si Thirdy kasi parang he's able to he's able to make trends by himself. 'Di ba? Parang with how he presents himself, tapos ngayon syempre opening a lot of doors sa international world. So siguro 'yun. I think that type of genius.
Genius in life. 30, you said Kiefer naman. Bakit naman si Kief?
Well, I mean, from the sole reason being him going through a lot in life, and as a kid, marami na siyang pinagdaanan. He was always challenged ever since he was young, and he was always able to find a way to overcome his obstacles. So I think that alone just is a testament to how he thinks. I think it takes a special person to be able to overcome obstacles that aren't really normal, that I feel like even myself wouldn't be able to go through. And yeah, I mean, that's why I really feel that he's the genius.
Genius in life. Oo, pero Danny, feeling ko talaga yung tamang sagot doon si Danny, di ba? That's the right answer, right?
No, Brandon. I feel like si Manong, street smart. Siya talaga. I mean,
Okay.
different. He's built different. Okay, for my next question naman. According to Lilo and Stitch, Ohana means family and family means no one gets left behind. Who has the potential to give the better brotherly advice? Who do you
Ako,
think?
feeling ko
What did I listen to more?
Feeling ko
Yeah.
Tatawa na lang
Kuya.
ako.
Danny,
Pero actually,
pa-explain.
kasi, feeling ko magkaiba kami ng sentiments ni
Approach. I
Thirdy.
feel they have different approach in life.
Magkaiba kami ng i-advise. Pero both useful. Kaya parang mas hindi ka makakatulong kasi hindi mo alam kung ano pipiliin mo.
Yeah, depende na lang sa akin kung sino yung papakinggan ko more true. Kuya, ikaw, like, I know you give advice here and there, but do you think it's ano talaga? Yun yung susunod ko.
Feel ko si Manong pa rin talaga kasi iba pa rin pag kay Manong nanggaling. For me, yung wisdom, I really feel it in whatever he says. Especially pagdating nga sa mga advice niya. Up to now, pinapakinggan ko pa rin. I always seek his advice. Actually, pag may na-experience ako, may mga tanong ako, whether in basketball or in life. And I always feel that what he is saying always makes sense. Like you always get something out of it. Kahit kunwari, you were able to ponder on something for quite a while. Pero pag tinanong mo sa kanya, he would say a different perspective and he would say something different na pwede ka pa rin matuto. And parang ako, tuwing tinatanong ko siya, parang ako, oo nga, meron palang ganun. So I always...
Very Manong, very old brother. Yeah, I agree. So, okay. That Thirdy, Kuya, is in Japan and Kiefer regularly goes to the bubble. Who is more likely to be emotional about missing the family?
Manong.
Really?
Feeling ko wala.
Neither's gonna be emotional.
Grabe!
Okay.
No emotions.
Hindi naman, meron naman. Pero kasi parang I think Thirdy and I both understand
Yeah.
what a professional is eh. Parang, di ba, means inevitable na hindi mo mamiss yung pamilya mo. Siyempre, human nature yan. May mamimiss at may mamimiss tayo. Pero, yun nga, Ang motivation kasi namin is to really be, try to be successful as a professional. And that pushes us to make them, make them understand na ginagawa namin to para sa kanila din. So, for me, kaya wala sa amin talaga na magiging emotional knowing that we're doing this for them.
All right, so...
But I feel like before, sorry Pao, but I feel like before, I'll just share this, before Kuya left, he was really having a difficulty showing emotions so nagbabay na siya sa amin. Yung paiyak na siya, he went to the car, hindi na ako nakahug because he was about to cry na. So, yun, I feel like naman for me, it's Kuya naman.
Okay, all right, so before we go, Danny, no explanation, Kiefer or Thirdy, who do you listen to more?
Kiefer.
Ayan. Okay, on that note, thank you very much, Kiefer, Thirdy, and Danny for joining us. Catch us on weeknights here on One News, One Sports, and One Sports Plus. Thanks for watching. My name is Paulo De Rosario, and this has been The Game.